Hey family, this is Omar Tyree, New York Times bestselling author from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Grew up in West Philly and moved to Mount Airy. And my genius is storytelling. I came up in a storytelling family, the McLaurens, which is my mom's family from West Philly. I had 4 uncles and then 3 aunts. My mother was the oldest of 8. On my father's side, he was the oldest of 4. And so I was in a generation right below the baby boom era. And I grew up with all my aunts and uncles and then older cousins. So I was around a lot of information. I was not in a nuclear family. I was in an extended family. So we had like 15 people in the household and I was the youngest. And so I was always around stories, people saying stuff that I wasn't supposed to hear as a young dude, me being around stuff I wasn't supposed to see as a young dude. So I was very mature for my age. I knew a lot for my age when I was young. And so I just started, mimicking things that I saw, mimicking other people. And so I was great at doing voices, memorizing stuff. And then we always went to the movies. It was the Capitol Center in Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, 52nd Street. My uncles used to take me there, Uncle Monte and Andre, Mac and Ange, and they take me to the movies. And then I watch the movie, memorize stuff, and come out with kung fu voices and all that kind of stuff. And then when I got to be a teenager, I started doing what I call movie marathons. We go to the movies, and I see like 3 and 4 movies. And my friends, they ain't had that type of attention span, but I was always in the movies like that. And so telling stories for me, man, picking up voices, memorizing stuff, I just always been good at that. And so once I got to the college level, they started asking us about our writing skills and getting us to write different assignments. I advanced past everything, the highest level of English, because they were asking me stuff about Philadelphia, my family, things I like to do. And then my storytelling came into play. And so once I knew I was good at storytelling and got A grades in English at the college level, I said, yo, man, I'm gonna write me a book. I was challenged by a dude named, what's the boy name? Mike Quigley from Pittsburgh. I went to Pitt because I wanted to play football. I'm still an athlete, right? So I wanted to play football. And Mike Quigley was like, hey, Antoine. I used to be my name, Antoine Eric McLaurin, before I changed it to Omar Rashad Tyree. Tyree is actually a family name, my pop's name. So the Tyree name is there. But, my dude, Mike Quigley, challenged me, hey, man, you need to write a book or something. You telling all these stories, you know so much. And I said, yeah, I'm going to do that. I was 19 years old. So I took that challenge, started writing books. And from there, man, I just kept on rolling. And I just have a knack for knowing human psychology, human stories, why we do things, how we do things. And I'm just been putting it together. So for 30 years, I've been writing books. Now people don't read like that. So now I'm going to take my genius back to what I originally got it from, storytelling in the neighborhood with movies. I'm coming back to movies. And it's crazy because my mother, rest in peace to Renee McLaurin Austin. When I first graduated from Howard University, I transferred from Pitt to Howard. When I first graduated, mother asked me one question: when are you going to do your first movie? I was 22, 23, something like that, when I graduated, but she understood who her son was. So a lot of people that don't know me as a movie guy, you about to find that out. And then music, I grew up in Philadelphia during the 70s. Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, we were the top city in the country, in the world, with soul music and meaningful music in Philadelphia. Philadelphia was also the first hip hop tour city, because if you already doing hip hop in New York, that's not a tour. But when they came to Philadelphia, we were ready with the DJs, the party people was ready. And so all the dudes from New York would always come to Philadelphia for their tours. You know what I mean? DC people would come to Philadelphia. So we had the top tour city. And music, I've always listened to music. And so my writing abilities to do voices and all that, put stories together, it also manifests itself in music. And I understand how to put the hooks together because I'm a poet like that too. So anything that got anything to do with writing, dude, whether it's novels, screenplays, music, essays, blogs, anything that got something to do with writing, I'm your dude, all right? Omar Tyree, I've been calling myself a genius since age 21. I'm now 51. That's 30 years straight of calling myself a genius. I wasn't waiting around for somebody else to do it, Genius is common. This is Omar Tyree, your boy.